It's massaging me, yeah. It's so big and can't have them in it, yeah. Treat it like a squatter, all my riding it, yeah. Hold up, stand back, yeah. I just put you trying to steal my.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm your host, Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here, and so is the Big Diesel, Shaquille O'Neal. And tonight our broadcast will be shifting to Minneapolis, where we'll see the Timberwolves going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. And for Cleveland, they've won 8 of their last 10, looking really strong. They've got to be pleased. And here we go, toe-to-toe, two of the most formidable front courts in the NBA. Shaq, tonight, how do you see this battle of the bigs being played out?
Well, it's not checkers, but it'll definitely be a chess match in the terms of rotations, substitutions. Each team will try to establish itself very, very early.
I thought maybe it'd be a lot more physical than a chess match.
Oh, chess can be physical. You didn't watch Bobby Fischer? He's still missing.
Well, stretch bigs will try to put shot blockers, away from the basket. And then when you get those shot blockers away, you get drives to the rim. So the power bigs, they try to throw their weight around on the blocks, but overall, the stretch bigs separate the floor.
I think it's time to tip this thing off. Kevin Harlan has the call. We'll see you later.
.2K Sports presents the NBA. Monday Night Basketball is coming right up. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, our game analysts, and from the sideline, David Aldridge. The Cleveland Cavaliers coming to this one after a win against the Magic in Orlando. And just one look at the score tells you all you need to know. They were dominant in just about every area.
They were so impressive offensively, and when you do that, that can really help you on the road.
I think intensity is the key, right, Greg? When you play with energy on the offensive end, good things usually happen.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, sometimes it can be a problem when you have as much talent as the Timberwolves do on their team. And it's a lot of offensive talent as well. So are there enough touches for everybody? Now, Karl Anthony Towns says yes. He says, no matter what, we are all going to eat. There is enough food on the table for all of us. Kevin, this is always a problem for you, but we're going to let you eat first.
All right, D, not a problem. I ordered more than enough for all of us. Now that we're into the season, some small injuries, and in some cases, Doris, big injuries have already occurred. Is this where a team's depth really gets tested?
You know what's striking and what separates the NBA from college basketball on any other level to me is the players on the end of the bench who could go a stretch of 5 to 10 games and not be at all a part of a rotation. But where an injury occurs, Kevin, they are forced to step in and contribute right away. And it speaks volumes about the level of professionalism for those players who are able to not play, to not be getting any minutes at all, and then step in when required and be effective. Truly an incredible thing.
Great look at it. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, inside we got the tenacious Love and Thompson. D-Wade out there with Isaiah Thomas. And it's James in at the 3 spot. Here's Teague. LeBron grabs the miss. Timberwolves on defense. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game. They'll try to put that one behind them.
And despite the outcome, I think they'll feel a little better about that game. There are a lot of positives that they can take away from that performance.
Well, you hope they learn from the experience, and it's a shame it had to come at the expense of a loss because they did play well enough to win.
Now, here's Wade, following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. Ron right side, over Wiggins. James misses. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Now, here's Teague. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against New Orleans.
And his court vision was extraordinary, too. Let's not forget that. He was flawless passing the ball. Boy, hitting for good percentage here in the first quarter. He's doing what he can to get his team off on the right foot.
Thomas kicks to Thompson. The kick out to LeBron. And again, LeBron missing. The Timberwolves have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And here is Teague. Looking at his point production, he averages almost 11 points a game. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Oh, that's a strong finish. And Karl Anthony Towns will go to the line, try to put the cherry on top.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throw tonight.
Boy, when you watch Cat play out there, you can forget exactly how young he is. The poise and manner of a 10-year vet and very aware of what is happening on the court.
Now here's Thomas, coming off a stellar performance against Orlando. Here's James, 6 to shoot, and nothing is falling for him right now. Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. And while Towns does play beyond his years, he is definitely young to the point where he was actually younger than every member of both starting fives, Doris, in the national championship game last season in college basketball.
I think it's got to be a scary thought for the league that Cat is still years away from what should be his prime. It's rare to see a player so young have such great court awareness, and I think that's the thing that separates good players from great players.
Here's Wade. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. James dishes to Love. There's Thomas with the three. That falls. Great assist by Love. Thomas got himself on the board with 3 there.
They needed that. Just 1 for 5 to start this ball game.
Teague kicks to Wiggins. Towns sets the pick for Wiggins. Inside from 13. The rebound by Kevin Love. The Cavaliers trail by 6. To the left side wing. And stolen by Wiggins. Over James. That's short off the rim.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Lobbed up there for Thomas. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Here's Butler. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Well, this is a move that Butler has developed to counter defenses that want to play him for the drive.
And Love has it in the corner. Back to James. Outside Thomas. The Cavaliers again can't hit. Wiggins against Thomas. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves.
Yeah, and they swept this matchup the 2 times they played last year. They held the advantage on paper and on the court.
Well, a year ago, there was a big gap in talent between the 2 teams. But changes are always made, and we'll see how they match up this time around.
Now here's James. Talking about that win against the Magic, he was definitely a major factor as well. Wade passes to Thomas. 5 on the clock. And stolen by Jeff Teague. He dishes it to Towns. Over Thompson. Will not go. This is off the front iron. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Wade kicks to Thomas. Shot from 16. LeBron outside. It's good from long range. James has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
If LeBron James is connecting from the outside, the defense is in trouble. Nice stroke from downtown.
Wiggins dishes to Towns. That falls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins. Towns has got 5 now.
And usually teams go on runs and it comes from a lot of layups and dunks, but not now.
LeBron outside. And LeBron throws it down.
I'll tell you, if you get caught napping on the defensive end, that first step of LeBron's is so explosive. Look out.
Timberwolves leading by 7. Towns, the screen. Butler kicks to Towns. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson. Well, Towns does so many things on the floor, already an elite post scorer. But Greg, one area that he has struggled with at times is his defense against other bigs.
And I think he'll continue to improve in that area. What happens with young guys, though, is oftentimes you're improved how good I am mode when you're young, and you lose sight of some of the things that help you win games. And I think that's one reason why he had one of the worst defensive RPMs in the entire league. But young bigs tend to take a bit longer to develop into great defenders, and I expect he will follow in that line.
The Timberwolves have gone 7 of 13, just over 50% from the floor. Some good looks. And Teague has it in the corner. Shoots. Another miss by Minnesota.
Yeah, bad shot there. Trust is lacking. You got to be willing to make the extra pass.
I'm not sure why he doesn't continue to move the basketball. Would have served that team much better.
Now here's Wade. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one.
Oh, guys, Love leaves no doubt with the finish on that one.
Timberwolves leading by 7. Teague, the pass to Wiggins. Down low. And Towns, the bucket on the assist by Wiggins. And that's now 9 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Here's Thomas. They've been leaning on him for a decent chunk of their offense. He's averaging over 15 points a game. Kicks it out to James. Crowder with it. Now defended by Wiggins. Shot clock at 3. Gibson with the steal. Outside Butler. He feeds it to Teague. Towns, the screen. Butler kicks to Towns. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now it's an 11-point Timberwolves lead.
Boy, this guy has been transcendent this quarter. Something really lit a fire underneath this guy.
And the Cavaliers call time here. Well, with Taj Gibson on the court, you know you're going to get great energy and intensity, and you're going to get it at both ends of the floor.
Yeah, there's no question. The fervor that Gibson plays with on the defensive end, to me, rubs off on his teammates. He never takes a play off. He works endlessly to make life tough for his assignment. This guy is underrated as a defensive force in the NBA.
Towns with the steal. Here's Crawford. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Ooh, with a player this hot, I don't see their lead going anywhere.
Smith on the wing. No good on the 3. Minnesota leading by 13. Down low. Here's Jang. That one, no good. Good work defensively by Crowder. Here's Fry. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time.
The long arms of Fry really uses his length well inside.
Jones kicks to Zhang. Screen by Jones. Here's Towns. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
Well, he's one of those guys who's kept their offense clicking. They're in front thanks in no small part to what this guy's done.
And Fry kicks to Rose. There's a good screen. Shot clock at 6. For 3, Smith. Again, the miss by Smith. Now the Timberwolves with it. 13-point lead. Feeds it to Jones. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agenda.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And it's the Cavaliers with the ball. Smith kicks to Crowder. To the left wing. Here's Rose. It's good. And he makes his first shot of the game.
Well, absolutely fearless. And this is one thing you can say about Derrick Rose. He's never had trouble converting in the painted area.
Jones kicks to Muhammad. Out left to the wing. Towns with it, working on Fry, and Towns gets it to go.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Rose kicks to Crowder. Out to Smith. Cleveland moving it around. The feed to Crowder. Pass to Rose. Shumpert in the corner. Smith wide open. He fires. Off target from outside.
Well, that's the shot they want. He always has the green light when he's that open. Boy, one miss isn't going to change that.
Zhang a screen, and Muhammad kicks to Zhang. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops.
And from the opening tip, they have been in complete control of this one.
Yeah, you know, it looks like they've wanted it more. Outstanding hustle and determination throughout.
Now here's Rose. He had 13 points in the win against the Magic in Orlando. Timberwolves leading by 18. Crawford outside. Zhang a screen. Crawford kicks to Towns. Outside, Jones. Towns sets the pick for Jones. Muhammad, no luck. The Cavaliers trail by 18. Smith outside. Shumpert against Crawford, and it's Shumpert penetrating. Count that one.
Yeah, the determination there from Shumpert was something else. Took the foul, converts the basket. Beautiful.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Brooks checked in for Tyus Jones. And that one misses. And Doris, at the end of last season, the Timberwolves debuted their rebrand plans for this season.
Well, it was the right time, I think, to keep the logo fresh, and the team did a great job. Do you feel as if this will be the constant look for what is a new era in Minnesota basketball?
Hey, Doris, Shabazz Muhammad, a player that has slid nicely into that six-man role, comes in looking to score, but does so in an efficient manner and can help his offense without taking too many shots.
Right, Kev. You don't find too many sixth men who will come and consistently shoot over 45%. Shabazz Muhammad has done exactly that, and it's rare to have that kind of efficiency off the bench.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
The Cavaliers have shot just one free throw, missing that one earlier.
And how about as a group, 80% on the season, one of their best attributes.
On the free throw, no good.
Well, gentlemen, as you know, Fry, an important role player. At 6'11", he can play the 4 and the 5, able to launch the long ball and really stretch the floor.
Muhammad sets a pick for Brooks. Pass to Towns. Over Fry. Towns, no luck. Rose with the ball. And he uses the glass on the layup. Rose has got his second basket of the game.
I'll tell you, that's good defense, but Rose with the better shot-making ability, living it up on the interior.
And a double-digit lead on the scoreboard as we end the first quarter of play. Timberwolves lead by 14. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And a guy who seems to improve every season, Jimmy Butler, spoke with us about one of his biggest surprises.
It's crazy because I never thought that anybody would be preparing to guard me night in and night out. But they do. I have to learn to cope with that and still find a way to be successful on both ends of the floor. And it's a learning curve for me also, but I'm figuring it out.
And hard to doubt the dedication of Jimmy Butler. He's found a way to overcome obstacles at each important point along the way.
You know, he's a self-made player. And if Butler can stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit.
Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start the second quarter. And, guys, we've seen a confident-looking Timberwolves team out there.
they're just not sitting back. They are going for steals, and their activity has been terrific.
It has, Greg, no doubt. Love that they've gotten after it on the defensive end. Just continue to put pressure on.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the second. Rose is out there with Carter. Then there's Channing Frye, and it's Green, and it's Smith in at the 3. And Vince Carter with the slam.
Man, I love seeing Carter take flight. Vinsadity, a powerful dunker on these alley-oops.
Great way to see the alley-oop. That replay courtesy of Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment. Now here's Crawford. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. Towns, the screen. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Timberwolves lead by 14. Rose kicks to Smith. Tries a 3. That doesn't go either for Rose. The Timberwolves shooting has been just great so far, up at 56%. To the wing on the left, shoots from the baseline. Another miss by Towns. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Carter with it, and Crawford picks him up defensively. Green dishes to Smith. Green kicks to Smith. The kick out to Rose. Here's Green, and a good offensive board, and he gets the bucket. Green's got his first points in this one.
Oh, easy putback. No one got a body on it.
Boy, I'll tell you, Greg, that's just inexcusable. All they had to do was box him out. You learn a lesson the hard way in that instance.
Now here's Towns. His last outing, he had 18 points. A baseline J. Green with the rebound. The Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Here's Smith. That's in there. Carter with the assist.
Well, you really like to see Smith go to work inside there, always looking to expand on his game.
Timberwolves leading by 10. Brooks the pass to Muhammad. He kicks to Crawford. Towns sets the pick for Crawford. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Cavaliers have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Frye with the ball. Now guarded by Towns. Green kicks to Carter. This one for 3. Sinks the three-pointer. Smith's got 5 points now this quarter.
And really, Smith is always looking to fire as soon as he touches the ball. The D has to be more aware of that quick trigger.
To the middle. Here's Towns. Another miss by Towns.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of this slump, but it's not helping his team. That was an awful quarter. Well, you think about Tom Thibodeau as the architect of so many great defensive teams. For Minnesota, it took some time on the defensive end, but he feels like this team is starting to turn a corner on that end.
Now here's Rose. Carter kicks to Frye. Towns with the steal. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Stolen by Carter. Frye dishes to Carter. Frye with the ball. He's against Jang. Smith the pass to Frye. And now Minnesota on the fast break. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, analytics has taken over the NBA, but Minnesota coach and president of basketball operations Tom Thibodeau says it doesn't tell you everything. He said analytics can measure a lot of things, but it's very difficult to measure drive. The magic is in the work. Kevin?
And Tom Thibodeau makes a good point, D.A. Analytics is certainly helpful, but it doesn't capture everything. Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Taj Gibson's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. Wiggins comes in for Muhammad. Jimmy Butler, he's checked in for Jamal Crawford. And it's Teague in for Aaron Brooks. Count that one, and the Minnesota lead has been cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Isaiah Thomas. Teague kicks to Wiggins. They set the pick. Wants to get it to Butler and does. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Cavaliers have gone 5 of 8 from the floor here in the second quarter. Over 60% shooting. And it's Love missing.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Butler kicks to Gibson. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Gibson's got his second basket of the night.
If Taj Gibson gets around the rack, you understand this guy is going to make an opportunity.
LeBron dishes to Thompson. Can't hit that one. Great D that time from Gibson. Minnesota leading by 9. Teague with a clean look. From outside, off the mark.
Oh, he'd like to have that one back. He almost never get that wide open a look.
Wiggins against James. Love with the screen on Wiggins. Shot off the pick. Off the screen. Love, no luck.
Yeah, blown opportunity after the two-man game creates a terrific look.
Well, he simply misfired. You've got to capitalize when the screen opens up wide open shots like that.
Now here's Gibson. He's coming off a 16-point game against New Orleans. Doris, we've heard plenty of coaches say it. If you're going to take it to the rack, man, take it strong. Who would you say are some of the more aggressive dunkers that you see in the NBA now?
Yeah, so on his own, creating his own opportunities at the rim, Russell Westbrook comes to mind, LeBron James. Sometimes I feel like he's going to tear the backboard from the stanchion. DeAndre Jordan and Andre Drummond sometimes are the recipients of either offensive rebounding, putback, great dunks. There are so many, Kev, but those are just a couple of names up top.
And the Antetokounmpo kid in Milwaukee, the way he is so long and seemingly out of place, and then all of a sudden those arms extend another 3 feet and he dunks it. You go, wow, how in the world did he reach it? How did he do that?
The guy is like, he's a pterodactyl. The guy can take off from the top of the key and cover ground and throw it down. It's unbelievable.
Oof. Man, Timberwolves leading by 9. Zhang with a screen on Thomas. Floats it up for Wiggins. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Thomas passes to Thompson. James against Wiggins. James kicks to Wade. The Cavaliers keep it going. A new 24-second shot clock. Here's Thomas. Kicks it out to LeBron. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And it's 8 points for LeBron.
LeBron was anticipating that catch and shoot. Nicely done.
Teague dishes to Butler. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Puts it up off the inbound, and it's Teague. That time on the assist by Zhang. Teague's got his first 2 points. On the wing, James. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
You know what's remarkable to me is how durable and how consistently great LeBron has been. It almost appears to me, guys, he's superhuman. You expect at some point age will start to take its toll, but he's done an amazing job of using his body and keeping it right.
Iman Shumpert is checked in for Dwayne Wade.
Listen, LeBron has had some years where his free throw percentage has not been as high as you'd like, but for the most part, pretty solid.
Butler from outside. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got 3 rebounds so far in the game. And LeBron is at an age where you usually see players in the downslope of their careers.
Well, certainly, Kevin, this guy, when you factor in playoffs and international play, there's a lot of miles on that body. You combine that with the fact that he's top 6 all-time in minutes, it's incredible how successful he's been. Remember, this guy takes extraordinary care of his body.
Now here's Teague. Kicks it to Zhang. There's the pick. Off the pick. No good from Gibson. The Cavaliers trail by 6. Now Thomas. He has 7. Outside jumper. Thompson passes to Love. 6 to shoot. James kicks to Love. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Just a moment to look back at how things were last season for this team as we look at the shot breakdown for the Cavaliers.
And the three-point shot was a huge part of their game plan. When it was falling, it made them very hard to defend. Opponents were stretched out all over the place.
Now here's Butler. 14 points from him the last game against New Orleans.
And it was a big game for him at the defensive end as well. He never stopped pressuring the basketball, coming up with one steal after another.
Now here's James. Following the miss by Andrew Wiggins. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. Jones checked in for Minnesota. A switch here also for Cleveland. Crowder's checked in. Timberwolves leading by 6. Outside Gibson. Back to Jones. Butler on the wing. Guarded by Shumpert. Zhang with a screen on Thompson. The shot by Butler. Nobody around. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
They're fortunate to be in front given how shaky he's been from the floor tonight.
And one of the focuses for Cavs coach Tyronn Lue has been looking to integrate Kevin Love more consistently into their offense.
Right, because Kevin Love showed in Minnesota he could be a go-to scorer. In Cleveland, he's had to figure out how to be effective as the third option. But if you're Ty Lue, you want to keep your superstars involved and engaged, Kev.
And Greg, you wouldn't expect it from a Coach Thibodeau team, but defense was an issue for the Timberwolves last year.
And the Wolves brought in Butler to help with offense, but more importantly, his defense. And Butler, familiar with what Thibs likes to do on both ends of the floor, has the leadership the team needs, particularly on the defensive end.
Here's Thomas. Jimmy Butler making his last shot. Outside for Thomas. Over to the wing. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Back to Crowder, and Love has it in the corner. And Thompson kicks to Love. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Zhang with a screen on Thomas. It's a hand on it.
He has a very well-rounded offensive game. There's just no shortage of ways Wiggins has to punish an opponent, inside, outside, or otherwise.
Love dishes to Shumpert. To the paint. It's deflected. It's stolen by Jones. Here's Butler. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Rumors about Butler being traded from Chicago were circulating last season. Draft day comes around, and the Minnesota Timberwolves made their move, Greg, to acquire him.
Yeah, and the more you look at it, the trade looks great for Butler and the Wolves. Reunites him with Coach Thibodeau. Joins an incredibly young core in Towns and Wiggins, and the sky's the limit, I think, for this young Wolves team.
Yeah, he's still showing flashes of that incredible athleticism. Rose is a force attacking the lane.
Unloads from 13. Here's Towns. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that, Towns has got 19 points. Rose passes to Love. Back to Rose. Towns with the steal. And here we go. Wiggins heading to the hoop. And Wiggins throws it down.
Wow, the long reach of Cat. When he grabs for the ball, it's over.
There's 39 seconds left here in the second. Smith against Wiggins. Smith kicks to Rose. Rose can't get that one to fall. Wiggins right side. And again it's Minnesota.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Now here's Rose. He's got 6. Dishes to Love. And the rejection by Towns.
A terrific effort by Towns. Sticks with the play and sends it back.
And that concludes the first half. Timberwolves ahead, ending the second quarter on a 14-5 run. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style, Jimmy. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks so much, Dave, for the great interview. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back for the second half of basketball right after this.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Ernie Johnson, joined by Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to the NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports.
Been working out.
The first half was all about Karl Anthony Towns. He ended up with 19 points, 11 rebounds, and also 3 steals. And Kenny, what did you see out there from the Timberwolves?
There's so many things you could say about the development of Karl Anthony Towns. Just as accurate from the outside as he is in the post. Defends on the perimeter and the rim.
Shaq, how do you think Cleveland played?
Way too soft in the paint defensively. They were all late on their rotations. Obviously, that's a recipe for getting cooked. And you know I like eating that barbecue chicken. They got to do better, Ernie.
And that's all we can do for now. As the second half begins, we get you back to Kevin Harlan.
We come back to Minnesota now with a striking look at the 10th Avenue Bridge, downtown Minneapolis, off in the distance. We're getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
And how about that? Already through 2 quarters and some change. He's got a double-double.
I'll tell you, he took over the game in that first half, Greg. They really have got to find a way to slow this guy down.
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. Teague runs the point with Butler at his side. They're the backcourt. Gibson is the 4 with Towns in the middle, and it's Wiggins in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. He had a nice open look right there. Love's got the first points to start out the third quarter for Cleveland.
Well, you know Kevin Love is ready in catch-and-shoot situations. Beautifully done.
Towns, the screen. Here's Wiggins. A picture-perfect screenplay, and the jumper's good. Wiggins has got 12.
And he can smell blood in the water. Excellent finish.
I'll tell you, you got to admire the energy. This guy really wants to put this one away.
Outside Teague. Towns sets the pick for Teague. To the paint. Towns dishes to Gibson. And it's Gibson finishing it off.
What a quick read by Towns. Always keeping his head up.
On the wing, James. The pass to Crowder. Wade outside. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Teague against Thomas. And here's Love from the arc. Tries again. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. There's the foul. That's against Minnesota. The Cavaliers shooting their 7th and 8th free throw attempts for the game right here. He's off on the first.
Guys, how lucky are we that we watch LeBron James steadily climb the all-time scoring ranks, right? This guy last season, he passes the great Moses Malone and Shaquille O'Neal. Truly incredible.
Thompson, he's checked in for Cleveland. Now here's Towns. 19 points in the game. 6 on the shot clock. There's a whistle, and it goes on Isaiah Thomas. That's his first foul. Outside Teague. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his third foul of the game. The Cavaliers trail by 17. James outside. Thompson for 3. The drive by James and the rejection by Towns. Wade passes to James. Back to Wade. Over Butler. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And he makes the bucket through contact and gets the whistle too.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. The free throw drops for Towns. Of course, you've been a color analyst for both men's basketball, women's basketball. Stylistically, what's the difference, in your opinion, between the two, if anything?
Well, I think there are a number of differences. The primary one being athleticism is slowly starting to take shape and more dictate the outcome of success in women's basketball, whereas athleticism has always been a part of dictating the outcome of games. The above-the-rim aspect of the NBA versus, for the most part, the below-the-rim aspect of the WNBA. That would be the primary difference for me.
But the fundamentals, too, sometimes stand out. The women's game, I think, really, you can see fundamentals so strong.
You can, Kevin, and I think what helped the women's game tremendously was, especially in the WNBA, you had NBA coaches transition to roles in the WNBA, the Bill Lambiers, the Mike Thibault, so they taught that group how to be pros, how to win on that level.
Excellent point. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, Karl Anthony Towns was voted by GMs last season as the player they most want to build a franchise around. He is not resting on his laurels. He said, "I work hard on my game. I want to be the strongest player, the most intelligent player, and the most skilled player on the court at all times." Kevin?
Thanks, David. That work ethic will definitely help Towns get better. He's already a dynamite player. Here's James, following the basket by Andrew Wiggins. Thompson, so he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Thompson knows he needs to keep working on that free throw shot. It definitely needs improvement.
It's his first trip to the line.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
Minnesota making some changes. Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Andrew Wiggins, and it's Crawford in for Butler. And Cleveland with a change here, too. Green's checked in. Now here's Muhammad. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 9.5 points a game. And again, Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got 7 now in this quarter.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Thomas, that's good. Basket number 5 on a 5 for 8 night shooting.
Wow, great concentration inside. Isaiah Thomas has got to time that shot perfectly, and his confidence is unshakable.
Crawford outside. No good. Shot missing. Good D by Wade. Green with the ball. Now guarded by Gibson. LeBron kicks to Green. Thompson, a screen on Muhammad. James against Muhammad. And the wide open shot from Green. Misses off the left iron. Timberwolves leading by 19 points. Teague dishes to Towns. Fade away. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Next game for them, they'll take on the Raptors at Toronto. And that game will be 4 out of 5 on the road for the team. LeBron passes to Thompson. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Shots good by Green.
Well, the awareness that LeBron possesses was on display there. He knew exactly where to find the easy look.
Towns, the screen. And that comes off the assist by Jeff Teague. Teague's got 3 assists in the game. Teague against Thomas. Dishes it to Wade. Passes it to Thompson. Gibson with the steal. And here is Teague. Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. And we take a look here at the shot chart for Minnesota.
And when you come into a game with the mindset of going right at the rim and not settling for outside shots, this is what your shot chart will look like. Every chance they've had to either attack the paint or play back to the basket, they've taken it, and it's been a complete success thus far.
Now here's Towns. 28 points for him. Misfires on the corner 3. Here's Thomas. There's the dish to Wade. Over Crawford. Thomas kicks to Wade. The 15-footer. That shot missing. And Minnesota now the other way. Teague with the ball. Now Thomas defending. Crawford, no luck.
You know, despite his struggle shooting, they've been successful tonight. He's just not gotten on track.
Green with a screen on Crawford. LeBron with it. 12 points for him. To the inside. Thompson dishes to Wade. Green up on top. Muhammad covering. Wade for 3. A rebound by the Timberwolves.
Well, you look at the Cavs offense, right? It's all about drive and kick. They put the ball into the hands of LeBron and space the floor with that shooting. It's a sort of pick your poison situation.
Here's Thomas following the 3 by Minnesota. Wade kicks to LeBron, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Cavaliers will retain possession. And let's go down to a list of players you can't leave open under any circumstances. This season's most accurate small forwards from the field. LeBron James, number 1, and, of course, Andrew Wiggins.
And that is such an efficient group offensively. That really is the best way to describe them. I mean, they never force anything and always wait for the right shot.
You know, in addition to that patience and efficiency, they're each extremely talented natural scorers. They've got the kind of precise form all young players would do well to replicate.
Here's Muhammad following the basket by LeBron James. Back to Towns, and Muhammad has it in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 5 assists tonight. And the Cavs last season first in the league in catch-and-shoot three-pointers made.
Right, number 1, Kevin, in corner threes, and that was by a big margin. They put the ball in the hands of their stars and then position shooters around those 2.
Now here's LeBron. He's got 14. It's good, and it's his 6th make against 11 attempts.
I'll tell you, he's been one area they haven't had to worry about tonight. He's been scoring at will.
Crawford kicks to Muhammad. Back to Crawford. They get it again. The shot comes out. The Cavaliers trail by 20. Wade with it, and Crawford picks him up defensively. And it's Carter missing. Minnesota's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. And Muhammad kicks to Towns. In the corner, it's Crawford. Jang with the screen for Crawford. Puts it up from 12. That one a little long. Cavaliers have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Lets it go from the wing. And Carter with the basket on the assist by Rose. Rose has got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. There's Crawford with the 3. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
Well, they've been playing some tough defense on him in this period, and it's starting to affect him. This guy's having trouble finding the target right now.
They are just killing him on the interior.
Here's Crawford following the score by Vince Carter. There's a good screen. Here's Crawford, and all around the rim that time before dropping in. Crawford's got his second basket of the night. The Cavaliers trail by 18. Thompson, a screen on Jang. On the wing, James. Jang defending. No good from Wade.
This has been absolutely brutal. Missed every shot this quarter. He needs to keep his head up and keep working.
Jang, a screen. Crawford passes to Jang. Over James. Drills the baseline jumper. Jang's got 6.
I'll tell you this, Jang has made himself into a money scorer from mid-range. He's put the time in, and it's paid off.
Now James, 16 points for him. Out to Thompson. Feeds it to James. He dishes it to Carter. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. And it's Rose missing. Minnesota leading by 20. Brooks outside. He feeds it to Towns. Over Thompson. And again, it's Minnesota converted.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
The drop. Oh, wow.
And there's no question that James is one of the best dunkers ever. A forceful finisher who loves showing off his athleticism.
And that replay sponsored by Under Armour. Another Unleash Chaos moment, giving us an excellent perspective on the play. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Rose against Brooks. Rose dishes to Carter. The shot's good. Carter's got 6 here in this quarter.
That's not a bad plan of action right there, guys. Attack the defense in the low post.
His first shot coming late. No good. It's been all about Karl Anthony Towns for Minnesota. And his big game just keeps getting bigger. That quarter sees him get over 30 points. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. Now let's hear what Coach Tom Thibodeau was reviewing with his team in the huddle.
Defensively, make sure we're all getting rebounded. No second shot. In transition, everyone talk. No open threes in transition.
And Tom Thibodeau wanting his team to pay particular attention to certain areas of their defense.
Yeah, taking care of the defensive boards, allowing no easy baskets on the fast break. These are key elements in terms of you having success.
And we welcome you back as we get going here in the fourth quarter. The final quarter of play can change everything. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. LeBron and Crowder, the tandem at forward. Derrick Rose is out there with Smith. And it's Love in at the pivot, manning the middle. Got that bucket in no time at all. 16 points for Andrew Wiggins.
Impressive, really, from that short 17 area. They are not missing many.
LeBron kicks to Love. Yes, and it's LeBron picking up the assist.
That's exactly where you want him to be, guys. Love operating so close to the rim, so gifted inside.
Jones, the pass to Butler. Fourth quarter just getting started, 1 minute in the books. And Towns gets it to go.
Yeah, boy, it never gets old watching this guy go to work at the offensive end. He's so gifted.
LeBron James on the wing. Love with the screen on Wiggins. Back to Rose. James outside. Butler against Smith. Here's the three. And LeBron James good for 3. LeBron's got 21 in the game.
His first triple of the second half. That makes 3 for the game.
Jones kicks to Butler. The feed to Towns. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
That's 10 straight off of the mid-range.
Smith outside. And there it is for him.
Kevin, the vision by Rose, right? Hits the open man. He's creating for others, and this guy is so tough to deal with.
Jones dishes to Butler. Over Smith. Butler kicks to Towns. And the Timberwolves tack on 2 more.
A one-man show offensively, and that's almost always good news for his team.
Rose passes to Love. In the corner, it's James. Crowder kicks to Smith. Love dishes to Crowder. Kicks it out to James. That falls. Great assist by Love. 24 points for LeBron.
He's hit 4 now from behind the arc, 2 in each half, making an impact.
Towns a screen on Rose. Jang a screen. Wiggins outside. Butler in the corner. And the rejection by Smith. LeBron outside. Love with the screen on Butler. James against Butler. Out to Smith. And stolen by Wiggins. Pass to Jones. Jang a screen. Jones the pass to Butler. Over Smith. Shots good by Butler. And the Timberwolves lead by 18.
Well, so the in-between area, early in Jimmy's career, that was his bread and butter when he couldn't get to the hoop.
Now here's Rose. To the inside. Here's Love. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Love's got 4 this quarter.
A tough first half, but it's been a different story here since the break.
And the Timberwolves call timing.
You know, it's interesting. Kevin Love almost 2 different players, right, guys? I mean, a bruising offensive rebounder who can battle inside, but also a skilled perimeter shooter. That's a rare combination.
Minnesota making some changes. Gibson comes in for Gorgie Dang. And it's Teague in for Tyus Jones. Then for the Cavaliers, Thompson, he's checked in for James. And Isaiah Thomas subbed in for Rose.
Oh, terrific timing from Kevin Love to get the block, something he's worked hard to improve on.
And he's good on the 3-ball. And the 3-point shot is a growing part of Kevin Love's game.
Well, I think it's certainly something he's added since coming to the NBA. From barely shooting any early on in his career where he was a flat back-to-the-basket scorer, now 3-pointers account for almost half of his field goal attempts.
Kept alive. Shots good by Gibson.
Well, Taj Gibson has built his NBA game on his ability to rebound the basketball consistently. What a great nose for it he has.
Now here's Thomas. And Love has it in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. And that's now 11 points for Kevin Love.
And you can see where they're attacking here in the 4th, strictly from the perimeter.
Well, they've got the green light to pull the trigger from 3, and I'll tell you, they put it to good use here.
And watching Jimmy Butler, he just offers so much on offense from a scoring standpoint. You know, obviously he can get to the rack and draw the defense to him. Also really improved his ability to knock it down from beyond. Just a complete offensive player.
And Greg, as you said, Butler is a threat to score from any part of the floor.
It's a bit of a dying art, though, hitting that mid-range jump shot. Butler also does a great job of getting to the line. That's increased over the course of his career. Just a well-rounded offensive player.
And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That will be foul number 5 on him. Teague against Thomas. Makes that one his 6th of the night, shooting a very healthy 6 for 9.
And the offense starting to click for them this half. They've raised that field goal percentage quite a bit since the break.
Teague kicks to Gibson over Thompson, and it's Gibson that time on the assist by Teague. And that's 12 points for Taj Gibson. Smith outside. Crowder kicks to Smith. Love with the screen on Butler. Pass to Thomas. Kicks it out to Love. It's rebounded by Towns.
Well, he gets the separation he needs. You can't say the same for his aim, though.
Kicks it to Butler. Gibson with the screen on Smith. Here's Butler. And off the front, and in it goes. Butler's got 6 points in the quarter.
Hey, Kev, that's the explosiveness we talk about. Butler, even in traffic, draining the highly contested shot. Wow.
And stolen by Wiggins. From 18 feet away. Offensive rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 16. Love dishes to Smith. That falls. Great assist by Love. Love's got his 3rd assist on the night.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
Now here's Teague. Towns the screen. Wiggins from outside. Again, Wiggins missing. And the Cavaliers with possession. Over to the wing. Thomas against T. Thomas passes to Love. 2 points. That one goes. Love's got 11 points here in just the second half.
Well, this is where Isaiah Thomas's ability to pick apart the defense. The man is the maestro at finding his teammates.
Left side, Butler. Here's Towns. And he's fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming up. And the Cavaliers with some changes. LeBron comes in for Crowder. And Dwayne Wade subbed in for Smith. The free throw drops for Towns. Doris, what an honor. Inducted into your college's Hall of Fame. Something not many of us can say. What does that kind of honor do for the confidence for you personally going forward?
You know what? Providence College is a place that means a great deal to me. So what that Hall of Fame induction did was just remind me of all the special memories that I shared with my teammates. I'm close with many of them today. And Kevin, you know this. You know, if you've ever been inside a locker room, it's those moments when you're laughing until your stomach hurts. I'd say we were the Hall of Fame fun team. That's what I'd say.
I think we're on the fun team here on 2K. Now, here's Butler. Isaiah Thomas unable to get his last shot to go. Towns a screen on Thomas. T kicks to Towns. Pocket 6. Over Love. Towns, no luck. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Love goes in, so the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins.
You know, we tend to forget. Love will put it on the floor from time to time and work his way to the free throw line.
The first free throw is good.
Well, Cavs coach Tyronn Lue grew up in the small town of Mexico, Missouri. He saw it all at a young age, good and bad.
And Coach Tyronn Lue credits the influence of his hometown on teaching him how to live life.
Right, Kev. He says it taught him the things to do and the things not to do in life. He was straight as an arrow during his pro career. Never once got a technical in 11 years of playing. Quite remarkable. Boy, we're getting to the stretch run, and this guy is not cooled off. He is not about to let this lead slip away.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Karl Anthony Towns.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
And this is exactly what a star player is supposed to do. Coming off a loss, he made sure they weren't going to make it 2 in a row. On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over the break, I was able to listen to Tyronn Lue's huddle. He was not happy with their play. He told them, we're getting outworked out there. Simple as that. We got to dial up our effort. Kevin, we'll see if they have enough to get it done.
Thank you, David. Now here's Teague. Towns, the screen. Wiggins against LeBron. Wiggins dishes to Gibson. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. That one good for 2. 26 points for LeBron.
Anticipation by Wiggins jumpstarts the fast break, and you'd think with his athleticism, he'd pick up some more of these.
Stolen by Wade. Bobbed up there for Love. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. The pass to Towns. Goes back up. The kick out to T. Towns, the screen to the middle, and stolen by Love. And here comes Thomas, leading the fast break. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Teague's got 3 rebounds now in this one. He kicks it to Towns. Right side Gibson, over Thompson. The Timberwolves again can't hit. The Cavaliers trail by 12. LeBron James on the wing, covered by Wiggins. Throws it down. If the official calls the foul, it may be a 3-point play. Towns, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. The Timberwolves making a switch here. Muhammad's checked in. That free throw good from Thompson. Timberwolves leading by 9. Outside Butler. And 1:01 left in the fourth quarter. Gibson passes to Wiggins. Gibson setting the pick for Wiggins. Muhammad at balls. Nice feed that time from Wiggins.
And now as the clock ticks down, this is going to end up as a solid victory here for the Timberwolves.
Free throws were a big factor in this one.
You know, it's always great to get a lot of shots at the line, but the key, they were able to convert tonight. You start making free throws, and it can get you the win.
And now on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Karl Anthony Towns.
Well, guys, this guy has been a handful all night long. His scoring really propelled them, and no matter what the matchup was or what the scheme they tried to use, they could not keep this guy in check.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Smith for 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
And that's JR's specialty right there. The defense can't let him have a shot. I don't care what kind of range he's in.
Brooks outside. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. Some good competition, but the hometown advantage and their ability to stay focused, I think, made the difference.
Yeah, and the first step in becoming a good team is your ability to win at home. And they really seem to revel in that opportunity, and this is what they came out to do.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Now, Jimmy, you have not been shy about setting the bar high for this team defensively. Now, how do you think you did at that end tonight?
We did our thing tonight. We came out, put bodies on guys. Basketball's a game of runs, and they got some great scores, but in the end, we did what we were supposed to do.
You got the last run, and that's what matters. Thanks, Jimmy. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.